What is up, Buttercup? I'm back. I just can't continue doing that on Fortnite outside. But I got some Spider-Man, so you know it's still Marvel related, and Infinity War, and well, Endgame related, cause you know Spider-Man. But yeah, I left off talking about this. Okay, I just want to make sure my mic was on. That would suck if it wasn't. But hold on, let me. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Yeah. Yep. Dope. I got 17% left on my phone. I gotta charge it, so hopefully I can get through all this because I got a lot of notes. Because I'm talking about every detail, every detail. So I left off talking about how Scott Lang shows up 5 years later, and I'm just like, I don't think like they could have did something else, like father, like you know, like because like oh you're like oh this was your father's band before, and this was the only thing that we had after the snap. Well, he still had his house, but like this is his van, maybe for closure, maybe they give her like the keys to the van or whatever, and then she like you know because it's her dad, so she gonna be like yeah, and then like. She shows. This is not my idea, by the way. This was somebody else's idea. I forgot who.
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
Who it was that had that idea. It was some people. So yeah, he had the idea that like maybe like his daughter finds the van. And I'm saying I think that's a good idea. It's like she's you know grieving because her dad is dead. And he finds the van, starts messing with it, and she brings him back. I think that would have been a better way to introduce that. Well, not introduce. Well, to bring Scott back than a rat, like scurrying across the board and starts it up randomly. That was really bad. I think they could have, instead of having that, they could have substituted it a better story. They'll need, I mean, and they'll really need to add more stories. They just need to just switch it out. Really, that's all they needed to do. They need to switch it out with a better story. Like, no.
So, you're all going to jail. Where I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you were at breaking in.
A rat skirt, just a random ass rat. 5 years later, just skirted across. Like, I think they could have did better with that. Hold on, my notes. So after that, you know, they have a little like meeting, hologram meeting, but I guess it's like continuing doing Avengers shit. You know, they talk about earthquakes and like how they handle it. And I remember the door, whatever her name is. I don't know. Did they ever say her name? It was the, I guess she's like the main, like the leader. Captain of the Dora Milaje, which is like Black Panther's like royal guard. So I guess she's like the captain of that whole Dora Milaje. And she was.
Officers
it was
respond.
funny
We've got a
because
10-10
Natasha
narcotics
like
in progress.
because she
Officers needed in Gramercy.
activity,
Please copy.
It's like, what are you guys doing? And you like, it's an earthquake. You handle it by doing nothing. Because it's an earthquake. I thought that was
trade's gotten more aggressive.
Because it's like, yeah, what else?
Gotta stomp that out. You guys are like little kingpins in training.
Yeah, they you know, doing Avengers shit. Captain Marvel has a new like haircut. Fesby. You know, it kind of like I don't know. I know someone's made that joke, so don't look at me like that. Don't you. We all were thinking the same thing when we saw it. So don't you even try to guilt me because that's the first. Don't even. But like, you know, it's easy to hate on Captain Marvel. So we're not doing Brie Larson because you know that's the cool thing. So like, I was like, it wasn't like I didn't linger on it. But I was like, kind of looking. But you know what?
It just did keep these wannabe pushers in check.
You know,
wait, what's that feeling?
On it
what?
It's cool.
Missing?
So I just like
No.
Probably somebody's gonna talk about it. But I don't give a fuck because I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's gonna be in the movie and she doesn't seem like she's gonna be in the movie for the rest of it because she says she's gotta go do shit because everything that's happening here, you know, the civil discourse, whatever the fuck, civil unrest. What the fuck is this? Civil unrest, you know, because half motherfuckers got snapped. And that's happening everywhere, so she was dealing with that. So she was pretty much done the whole movie. And so like I was like, alright. But after that, you know, somebody's walking around.
Yep, that's a high-speed car chase, all right.
Oh, don't shoot me. I really want to get this. Well, hold on. Let me focus a little bit. Come on, I'm right in front of it. Don't shoot me! Oh my gosh. How do you dodge that?
Okay, you are not getting 5 stars.
Like, when I'm swinging around, it like... I touch the dodge button and it doesn't dodge. But it's really fucking annoying. It's got the little thing that don't take damage. Stop the car while taking damage. Can't even do it because like I get stopped.
Guys,
yeah, so
if you worked as hard at a legit job,
end
you
the
wouldn't
meeting.
need to be criminals.
Brody's still on. He's talking to Natasha. You get signs of Hawkeye, who's now Ronin, just like in the comics, going around being like a vigilante motherfucker,
And we're done.
doing vigilante shit and stuff. And he was like, it was some cartel in Mexico that he was fucking up. And he was like, and Rhodey was like, that scene that he left, I don't even want to find him because it was pretty. It probably was really bad, like fucking head cut off and shit. But Natasha starts crying because you know that's a homie, and you know she hasn't seen her homie in like had a long time, so she was like, find him. I don't care, just find him. And then after that, Cap shows up. And also talking about they have, you know, because it's like after like the apocalypse, so motherfuckers, you know, are sad about that shit. So there's like a little like a coping meeting, you know, like a little circle, you know, like it's like they talk about, you know, how they feel and like they all like, you know, we are, you know what I'm talking about. It was in the trailer where it's like they in like little like a cope like mental therapy session. Where they all sit around and then talk about how they feel about what happened. One of the Russo brothers was one of the guys that he was don't know why. But, you know, it's his movie. It don't matter. But, yeah, they talk about that. They really could have left that out, maybe. Or made it shorter. Because I don't know. It wasn't... I know it was really just more for setting the tone because, you know, it's an apocalypse and like, you know, they are trying to, you know, what's the word? I can't, for some reason, I can't think of the word. They're trying to, you know,
no more muggers.
You know,
I love a happy ending.
they're traumatized, so they're like trying to cope with that, all their loved ones died. And so they sit in there and Captain's like, you know, the leader and talk about, hey, you know, how's everything going and shit. So that happened too. That was before the whole boardroom scene with the holograms and shit. So, you know, Cap shows up. That scene also could have got taken out when, you know, they were, him and Natasha were talking. Well, not taken out, but shortened. There was just a lot of scenes that could have been shortened. But there are a lot of scenes that should have had more context too. I think they just put too much focus on the wrong things. But it's still a great movie. This is some things that they need to put more focus on. I believe. But yeah, so fucking Cap and Natasha talk, and you know, then we get that part from the trailer where Scott Lang, he was like, hey, I'm the guy from Germany who got really big, you know, let me in, whatever. And they're like, is this an old message? And they was like, no, this is from Gate. And so they let him in, and then he talked about
You guys don't look like locksmiths. These guys are already breaking. I better stop the engine.
He talks about, they bring him in, and he talks about him being in quantum realm, and how the laws of time and everything work different in the quantum realm.
I should get extra credit for this.
And he talks about maybe there's a way to go back in time. And so after that, there was a really funny joke. There was a really funny joke. It was a really funny joke. Well, because he was in there for 5 hours, so he was really hungry, and he's like, "Is that somebody's sandwich?" He wants, and then eats the sandwich. I thought that was really funny. Everybody laughed at that joke too. But after that, it cuts to Tony. I'm sorry, people are walking. I wish the floors were so squeaky. It's really like you take like a little tiny step, and it's like super loud. Like you cannot take a step upstairs without it being like extremely loud. So I'm sorry if you hear some people walking, But yeah. So after that, I saw somebody join. I'm trying to, cause like I don't know, cause like I don't want to, cause like I remember my girlfriend.
Better stop them before they end up in driver's ed.
Like, hey, what's up? And like, but then people would leave right after that, and then he's like, maybe you made them feel. God damn it! God damn it!
Okay, you are not getting 5 stars.
Alright. But I try to interact. It's really hard right now. I'm doing something and then I can't see. Maybe I should live stream on Twitch so I can see those. But yeah. He cuts to Tony. I left off with that.
More crooks? This fight's going viral.
Let's try to see if we can have somebody who knows how to use quantum physics and make something before I can back in town. Hey, come on. Damn. So they cut to Tony, and he's in this little cabin by the lake. And at that time, I was like, and then there's a little tent. I was like, okay, that's definitely somebody's tent. It's probably not Tony, so it's probably the starter. And he's like, it's lunchtime, chow time. That's what he so chow time. He did chow time. That's what I remember that. He did that, and his daughter comes out. I was like, he got a daughter now. This is 5 years later. So he has a daughter, and I was like, oh. And I don't know why, after this scene, after that, I didn't think he was going to die. Because he does die, but we'll get to that. But, I don't know, like, it was so obvious that I was setting him up to be like, yeah, he's going to die. Because, whenever they stress, like, a lot of emotion towards the character, like, with the context, she was crying a lot.
Gotta give that wheelman
she was
props.
in the trailers a lot.
Manhattan Rush Hour is no joke.
And like Tony, he has family, and like whenever a movie stresses emotional tie to a character, it usually means they're probably gonna die. And I don't know why I thought of that. I knew somebody was gonna die, but I was like for sure it's gonna be Cat, because that's what happened in the comic. I was like for sure it's gonna be Cat, maybe Tony, but I was like I don't know. I don't feel like Tony's gonna die. But yeah. So there's a couple scenes of family time, and Captain America, Natasha, which Black Widow, Natasha, and Ant-Man shows up, and they talk to Tony about it, and Tony's like, hell no, I got too much of a good thing going right now. I can't roll the dice on this one. Because
gotta
I
be
do,
honest, not a fan
I don't
of big
feel
pharma.
like
Back alley big
surviving. Like, this is a really big thing. Like, if you fuck up, like, I'm gonna lose my family. So like, he wasn't cool with that. So he was like, fuck it. And so they were like, all right, if he can't do it, we
nothing
have
puts a
somebody
pep
who
in my
can.
step
And
like
so,
halting an illegal drug deal.
again.
Did I hurt you guys? Good news. The police are coming to protect you.
Yep. I had to wait like an hour because my mother and her husband were talking in the kitchen, and so and they were walking around and stuff. So, and yeah, he had said that he hasn't seen the movie yet, so I didn't want to be talking super loud about because I know I'm talking about spoilers. I hope he doesn't come down here to do laundry because I'm not going to be able to hear him. And I'm gonna say like Tony dies. He's like what? But yeah, they're still walking. Oh gosh. Wait a second. All right. So I was talking about. Oh yeah. Okay. So talk to Tony. So he talked to Tony. He's like, hell no, I can't do this. I can't help you do this. I got too much riding on this. There's too much riding on this. If I die, what's my family? He was just really worried about his family. So they're like, if he can't do it, who else can? Bruce. I almost said Bruce Banner.
Look like locksmiths.
Bruce Banner, who is also a scientist, super genius, just like Tony. So they're like, so there's Tony, let's go to Bruce then. Because Tony can't do it, Bruce can't. So they go to him, and this part I just didn't like, to be honest. And it sucked because I keep pressing.
So, you're all going to jail, where I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you were at breaking in.
So yeah, so yeah, okay. So here's my feelings on Professor Hulk, because they cut to it and it's Professor Hulk. I knew that Professor Hulk was going to be in the movie because we saw toy leaks and it was like it looked like Professor Hulk because it didn't look like Hulk, but it didn't look like Bruce. It looked like both of them. So we said, okay, probably Professor Hulk. A lot of people were saying, and in the second trailer where it goes cuts to the end, they all got their hands in. One of their arms looked bigger, so it's like it's probably Professor Hulk. So I kind of already knew Professor Hulk was going to be in the movie, and I was like, oh, that's really cool because
car wreck down there, bad one.
And so I was like, this is going to be awesome because he wasn't in Infinity War, so now he's going to be in Endgame. It's going to be fucking awesome. And he cut, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Sorry, it was the CGI for that was atrocious. I'm sorry, it was atrocious. It looked bad, and plus I didn't like Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, as Bruce Banner. I like the other guy, the one from the other Hulk movie, because if you didn't know that Hulk movie, the Incredible Hulk, the one I forgot his name, but the one it's the one before Iron Man. I'm pretty sure. It's either before Iron Man or after Iron Man. Hold on, let me look it up. But I remember watching that. It's called The Incredible Hulk. Yeah, 2008. Incredible Hulk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Iron Man came out in 2008 too. Let me look. Yeah, 2008. So they both came out in 2008. So I like this Incredible Hulk. The 2008 Incredible Hulk, I like that one better. I like that guy as Bruce Banner. Like, I don't know, Mark Ruffalo.
Carl crushed that pedestrian.
I just don't get that vibe of it. Like, I don't know. He just doesn't. I don't know. The other guy looked better. I don't know. He looks like he fits the role better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. Fucking hate you. But like, yeah. He's a great actor. I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I just feel like he doesn't fit the role. That's just me personally. But yeah.
I've got stay calm.
CGI looked so. It was just weird. Like, it was like, oh, hey, oh, whoa.
Okay, people are saying
like, damn.
I should clear out so the professionals can get in.
What the fuck is this, man? Like, it was just so weird. Like, and his acting for this movie specifically, it just was weird to me. It just didn't fit. It really just didn't fit. I hated it. The whole movie, I just look at him and I'm just like, oh. like, I don't know, it felt so weird, almost like I was watching another movie, like a parody movie. Like it just didn't fit. The CGI, the acting, it just didn't fit. I didn't like it, and I was really mad because the Hulk wasn't in Infinity War, and now I guess this monstrosity in Endgame. Like I just didn't like it. And the joke when he was like Scott Lang, alright, yeah man, you want to take a picture with me? That joke, it ran on a little too long. It ran on too long. They could have cut it a little earlier. There was just a lot they could have.
I better stop them before they end up in driver's ed videos.
How do I fucking die?
Just pull over, you nut job!
Am I pressing the right button to dodge? Hold on, let me go to move list. Dodge. I'm pressing that. Pressing B. Is it like aerial dodge? No, it's no aerial dodge. So what the fuck am I supposed to do to avoid getting hit? It's like they got the fucking best aim.
Pull your vehicle over, now!
Is it because it's amazing? Probably because it's amazing.
Please tell me your horn plays Dixie.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I just didn't like it.
So not
It
cool.
just was so good. Like they could have easily
Here's your
made
stuff.
that shorter, and they could have made the joke shorter and the exposition for Professor Hulk long. They could have been like, I don't know, like maybe he even had like a flashback at least instead of having a diner scene. Like to be honest, like they could have had the flashback.
More
to,
crooks.
like, Hulk
This
in
fight's
lab
going
and then
viral.
trying- And then like he's trying to like
You asked for it.
Professor Hulk. Like they could have
Say
easily
goodnight.
and a lot could have been replaced, swapped out with better things. Like really, and like this but yeah, I just didn't like that whole thing. But yeah, Bruce is like, yeah, it's awesome, but down the line,
End of the road.
field of, strength, whatever. Yeah, it's not about, field, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, you did this, you made Professor Hulk, so why not, quantum physics? And so he's like, all right. And then, I guess it comes to maybe a few months, because like, it's specifically the same day that he, did that. That would be crazy. I know he's a super genius, but same day.
Officers respond. Witness report of an active drug deal. Reported location is Murray Hill.
Then it cuts to like Tony working on.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
It looks like time. He's working on it.
Hey,
He's got the
guys,
little
you
band,
got
whatever.
prescriptions
I
for this
forgot.
stuff?
I remember somebody explained what that was, but it's like I don't fucking know what it was. But I remember somebody explaining.
Hey, come on now!
So Custer told you he's working on it. He figures
Knocking the
time
ever-loving
travel,
stuffing
I
out of
guess.
dealers is my
And
anti-drug.
then, it started up because late at night. He started, watching him do it. He's like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "What are you doing out there?" He's like, and so he puts her back to bed and stuff, and gives her a little juice pop, and tells her a bedtime story. But he was like, she was like, "Tell me your bedtime story." He was like, "All right, you go to sleep. That's it." Yeah. I thought it was like, he was like, "All right." And then there was also one part, like, at this point, I really should have known that Tony was going to die, because it just spent too much time on it, and it was just too much emotion, because it's like a cute little father-daughter moment, and she was like, "I love you 3,000." It was like, wow, 3,000, like father-daughter bonding, and it was like, I was like, I should have known at that at that point. Like, if you, like, I should have known. It was such a surprise, though. Like, it's crazy. You wouldn't have expected it. But, yeah, if you already watched the movie, you probably already knew that. So I don't know why I say anybody. It's spoiler version. So hopefully you watch it. But yeah. Now hopefully you wasn't gonna be like, watch a little bit and then watch a little bit of this and then go see the movie.
All units, witness reports a robbery in progress. Suspects armed.
So you know he talked to you know Pepper. I think that's her name. Pepper. I'm gonna call her his wife. Talked to her, you know, he was like, what are you doing? She's like,
We reserve the right to refuse service and knock out any criminals. Says so right on the sign.
And he was like, I figured her out, you know, time travel. And he was like, if you want to, I could, you know, stop you. Like trying to make her convince him to stop, because he like doesn't want to. But she's like, you tell me you have to. If there's a chance, like if there's a chance that we could bring him back, we have to do it. We have to. Yeah, like we got really lucky, and a lot of people did. That was the whole gist of that. So now it cuts to. I was like, those are rats. Those squirrels. I was like, those are big ass fucking rats. But it cuts to them, you know, in the Avenger Mansion, working on time travel. Bruce, Natasha, Catherine.
Hope crime would decline post this.
Working on time
Might have been too optimistic.
And you know, they send him back in time. Did I level up? Why did I level up? I guess after level 50 you just keep leveling up. But not really, like it just adds, you know, whatever. But yeah, so you know they're doing time travel shit. And, you know, doing test runs and stuff. And you know, it goes bad because they send him in, he comes out and then he's a kid, and then they send him back in, and then he comes out and he's grandpa. They send him back and bring him out, and then he's like a baby, and it's like a little joke. And I remember he also said a joke like, be careful, we don't want you getting stuck in 1950. And then he was like, what? They're laying like, wait, what? And then Natasha's like, yo, he's just kidding.
Backup needed for a chase in progress.
I hope that's a joke. You know, she's like, I hope that's a joke. And like, oh, Bruce like, I don't fucking know. Like, we dealing with time travel. Like, it's either all a joke or none of it. You know? I remember that kind of funny. And he was like, you're all good, you know. Yeah. That was really funny.
I better stop them before they end up in driver's ed videos.
And she wants it back because you stole it to use in a robbery. Pull over.
Come on.
Okay, you
I gotta
are not
fall.
getting 5 stars.
Okay, the guy left. I mean, right. Come on. I don't think I got it. Driver. No!
When I called shotgun, that is not what I meant.
Come on, please. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, I just got fuck up. Come on. I think I did it. Yes, I did it. Fuck yeah. Fuck you guys.
Sorry.
Take this. Take that. Take this. Take this. Sorry, New York. I'm buying it back. Property damage.
Kick it up a notch. Like fish in a barrel.
One more guy. Give me that, bitch. Ooh,
Do auto insurers offer a webbing clause
uppercutted him, and then he hit that little black thing in his head.
Happen.
So he got punched in the jaw, and then he got a concussion on top of his head. But yeah. So, yeah. So, you know, it goes, So, so where was I? I was talking about. Okay. Oh yeah. So. Uh, yeah. It's like baby and the joke, and so then they're like, all right, and then they bring him back to regular guy, and then he's like, I think baby me peed myself, or old me. I really don't know, or me. I really don't know. So that's pretty funny.
You guys said the bug was on vacation. Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
Come on.
This is gonna hurt.
But yeah.
And we're done.
But yeah, so after that, they cut to Captain America like chilling outside, and then Tony pulls up.
Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check.
I guess at that
What's
time,
that feeling?
Tony was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
No.
And he was already working on, the quantum realm stuff, and he says, he got the quantum realm GPS or whatever. And then Tony and Cap are talking, and then he gives Cap gives Tony gives Cap back his shield, because I guess in Civil War he took it. I don't remember him taking it. I thought he still had it, or he like made him a new one, I guess. I really don't remember what happened in Civil War. I don't know if it broke or like he took it. But that happened in Civil War. I did watch Civil War. I did watch the movies. Movies I did watch were Iron Man 1, 2, 3, Thor 1, 2. I think Ragnarok is 3. I watched that, but that was after Infinity War. And I didn't watch Captain America 1 or 2 or Winter Soldier or any other.
Officers needed to assist civilians
So
trapped in their cars after a crash. Mobilize on Harvey Park. Over.
But I did watch Civil War. Avengers 1, 2. I did watch Ragnarok. I did watch Guardian of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, I watched Captain Marvel, Infinity War, Black Panther. Those are the only ones that I watched up to this. But yeah. So he gives his shield back. And then
Car wreck down there. Bad one. People could be injured.
yeah.
Hold on.
He gives his shield back, and then
Car will crush that pedestrian if I don't do something.
Hold on. Let me get back to my notes. So yeah. And then okay, now. So and then Ant-Man's chilling outside eating taco, and then Quinjet comes down and blows away his taco, and it's Rocket and Nebula on the ship. And I guess they were doing some veggie shit with Rhodey too. And I remember Nebula walks to the back and he's like, "Rhodey, watch out! There's an idiot on the landing field." And then and then the scene from the trailer where he's like, "What's up, little regular size man, regular size price, whatever, regular size man," because it's like Ant-Man, so like he's like regular size man because he's not ant size no more. Well, until he puts it in his suit. But yeah, and then Bruce walks by and gives him his taco, cause and then Rocket was also like, "Hey, where's the big green guy?" Because Rocket, he got like nicknames and stuff. Where's the big green guy? Like little banter. And then the next scene is that Bruce and Rocket headed to New Asgard because Asgard was destroyed by the Ragnarok. I think that's his name. I think that's is the giant flame guy dude name was Ragnarok, or like that was the event. Like I will bring Ragnarok. I think the guy said. 'Cause I did remember watching Ragnarok. But and we kind of knew that because there were a lot of people saying that it's gonna be new Asgard, or like they're like might in future Thor's might be like him rebuilding Asgard on Earth, because you know, at the end of not even not the end, in the beginning, Odin dies and he's like somewhere on Earth, and I don't know, like looking for a new home for Asgard or something like that. I don't know. So something like that. I haven't seen Ragnarok in a while. So that was like last year. That was like a year ago that I watched Ragnarok. So, um, yeah. Let's save everybody. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm about to leave. Oh shit.
That was James. Thank you so much.
So they go to New Asgard. Valkyrie. They talk to Valkyrie. And she's like, yeah, Thor's up there. He's probably not going to be able to talk to him. He has to talk to any of us in
Spider-Man.
a while.
A bunch of guys tried to rob the store. How's the whole wreck? Need to find the people who caused this. They've still got to be nearby.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you probably not go. He only comes out for like a year, because you know you got a lot, he's changed now.
I'm losing him. Gotta catch up.
I don't know how to.
You've got points left on your license, guys. That pileup was a doozy.
So we go up to Thor.
Now that's just.
Okay, yo, what's up, Thor? And then that's the scene. So that's the part where a Rocket is walking through that little doorway in the trailer. And they're like, oh, what? And then it CGI'd out Hulk, Professor Hulk. But it was because in the trailer it was just Rocket, but in the movie it's Hulk and Rocket. So they but yeah. So they go to Thor and he's like, oh, what's good? Like, you know, like, oh, I haven't seen y'all in so long. And then he turns around, or I forgot what he said before, but it cuts to him and he's like,
wow, you all forgot your keys? Looks like we've got some doorbusters. And it's not even Black Friday. A full set? I should get extra credit for this.
but yeah, so it cuts to that. Yeah, Thor turns and Thor is fat. He let himself go. He got a beer belly. Yeah, and I guess they're trying to, keep going with the kind of Thor, the mood of Thor Ragnarok, where he was like, kind of funny, jokey kind of Thor instead of being super serious. Because I didn't watch Thor, the first few Thors, but I did remember watching the first one, like 15 minutes of the first one. I know I fell asleep, so it's really boring. What's the time? But yeah, it was pretty boring. A lot of people also agree with that.
Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store.
So in Thor Ragnarok, they kind of up the mood, like change it to be more likable. But and then Infinity War, he kind of had more of a serious tone. But it was understandable because this was a very serious thing that was happening. Thanos trying, especially after Thanos killed all his people right in front of him. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of Infinity War. So yeah, he might not be super holly jolly making jokes and shit. I mean, he made some jokes, and that was good, and they should have kept that. But instead, they made him like the, butt end of the joke because he's fat. Trying to make, they made him the comic relief, and that just wasn't.
Gotta be a special kind of crazy to rob a storefront in the city Spider-Man protects.
It's the movie has a very serious, dark, depressing tone, and then you got this fucker all fat, jolly, you know, oh, I'm from Thor, whatever. And it just didn't fit. I hated it. I didn't like it. Every time I saw him, it just felt like I was watching another movie too. Like with that, combined with seeing just that monstrosity they call Professor Hulk, it just really took me out the movie. It really did, man. It really it sucked. It sucked. That really sucked for me. Like I was like, they really could have made those better. Like I just didn't like it. I'm not even gonna go into detail of like that. And like they had a Fortnite joke in it, and they were playing Fortnite. It's like, oh gosh, like why? Like it was just bad. It was bad. And that's the thing. I was starting to like Thor. I was starting to like Thor. I was like, hey, Thor might not be my new favorite Marvel character. Him and Spider-Man might, you know, like Thor might be my new Marvel character. I like Thor right now. Thor Ragnarok put me on to Thor. And then they had that shit. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I don't know what. Like yeah, it just didn't work. It really, you know, it just, you know, it really brought me out of the movie. It felt like I was watching like another movie or like a parody or something. Like one of these YouTubers, I forgot who it was, but it was like it felt like I was watching. Every time they showed up, it felt like I was watching like an SNL skit. And I'm gonna sit up here for a little while, chill for a while. But yeah, it just didn't work. I mean, it was funny, but they could have did that with him like skinny and not like make him fat and like lose himself and like big ass beard and long hair. And it's like I don't know. I just felt like they fucked up with that. But there was one part where he was like, I don't want to go. No, like no, you're not. I'm not doing it. And then he was like, there's beer on the ship,
Report of
and
a
then he's
mugging.
like,
Weapon drawn. Need an officer on scene.
oh
Location
sorry,
is
I can't do
museum
it.
mile. Over.
But yeah, that was weird. Why did it sound? But yeah, so it's like we got beer on the ship, and he's like, what kind? I thought that was pretty funny, but like I don't know, like maybe like it could have been like a couple years, like because you know like they're working on it, so a couple months and then maybe he got like slimmed down a bit, like like him being fat for like that part, I can see it work, but for the whole entire fucking movie, it really just didn't work. It was just bad. I didn't like it at all. Like maybe like it's like a couple months and he slims down because you know he's like you know and like gets himself together instead of being like a fucking drunk alcoholic. Comic relief. Like it just didn't work for me. I hated it. That was another thing I just did like. Those were really the three things that I did like. Professor Hulk, how Ant-Man got out of the quantum realm, and Thor, how they did Thor. Like I was like, oh man, what the fuck is this? Like it, like what, like and like, well, I was just watching a movie, and I was just like, like it doesn't. This doesn't even feel like I'm actually watching Avengers Endgame. It doesn't like this doesn't feel like this is a joke. That's what it honestly felt like to me. I still love the movie. Great movie. It just like some parts just didn't work for me. It felt that it just felt like a joke. Like I was like, there was literally I was like, am I really watching Endgame? And like it just took me out. Like I didn't like how Thanos just dies in the beginning. I just didn't like how man just magic not magically but just like luckily just like Rack scurries across and then takes him out the quantum realm. Then like Fat Thor or like Professor Hulk, how they just throws him in there just to throw, not just to throw him, but just to like you know, hey, we on a tight schedule. Let's just throw it in and like just let him explain like in like 2 seconds. Like I just didn't like it. Didn't. It didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me. I didn't like it. Like it didn't work for me. But besides that, the next scene is in Japan, and it's Ronin, aka Hawkeye, and he's hunting down probably the Yakuza, cause who the else fuck is in Japan doing crime? Japanese people don't do crime. The only people who do crime are the Yakuza. Like, like, like Japanese people are nice people on planet Earth. They're not gonna do like crazy crime. They're super polite. The only people are Yakuza. Not saying like just Japan is like Yakuza, but like people are like, oh, who like? Cause I remember I was looking up Ronin, and I was like, oh, who are those people that he was fighting? Probably the Yakuza. Like, what other gang is in Japan? Like, unless y'all can enlighten me about other gangs other than Yakuza in Japan, but I'm pretty sure it's probably just Yakuza. But yeah, so it cuts to Ronin in Japan. He's fighting down like a Yakuza, like crime boss or something. Don't really know why though. Like it doesn't really. He just it's a cool scene, but not much to explain like why he's doing this, why he's specifically here. Like it doesn't do much really, other than oh it's Martin and he's Ronin now and he's like lost all hope because his family got dusted. Like, but it was a nice scene though. It was still a nice scene and Natasha's there and she's like, we think we find him something. We think we can bring him back. We think we found something. He's like, don't bring me hope. And then that was a really good scene because it really showed like he really lost everything. He's a broken man, and like he's literally have lost hope. And I guess that kind of explains why he's doing that, but not really. It kind of explains the motive, but like specifically why he's there, it doesn't really explain that much. Like I feel like the scene was cool, but I feel like they could like spend a couple more like minutes maybe explaining like why he's going there, or like what is he like, why he's going after this guy, why is he here specifically in Japan, like so like that's that. So and then the next scene is them back at the Avengers mansion, and they're working on time travel, and they're doing like test runs, and then they talk about the rules of time travel, how you can't go in the past to change your future because you wouldn't have any motivation to go back in the past to change it. And it was kind of confusing, but basically what they were trying to set is, set the rules of time travel, because it could get like whenever you deal with time travels in a movie, it gets a bit wonky. So all they were really saying was like kind of setting it up like, hey, we're not going back to change the past. We're going back to get the stones, bring them back here, bring people back, then bring stones back. I mean, they did bring the stone back wasn't part of the plan until later, but they basically were just setting that up. Like we're just going to get the stones back, so we could bring the people back. But it was kind of setting the rule, and then like they were talking about all the like time travel movies, like you know. And I remember Rhodey had this funny joke like, why if we're going in the past, why not go to Baby Thanos and just end him right there. And then they started explaining, and then they talked about like time, like Back to the Future, hot tub, time machine, hot tub, or whatever, like all like Terminator, and then jokes, and then I remember Scott Lang was like, hey, because he was putting in the pen particles so he could use the suit. He's like, hey, be careful that we only have a few of these particles. We cannot waste them. And then he wasted one. He was like, we only have enough for 2 test runs. And then he accidentally used one. I was like, okay, 1 test run. And that was really funny. I enjoyed that joke. But then he was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then it was like, I can. And then it pans to Hawkeye, and they put him in the suit. They're like, all right, this is how it's gonna work. You're gonna do this and do that, and then we're gonna da da da, and explain it. And so he goes back in time to his family, and he sees his family, and then he's like, what the hell? And then the timer for him to come back is about to go. I guess it had an automatic timer, And he was like, wait, no. He calls for his daughter, and then he shows his daughter like looking for her dad. Like dad, because he comes down. And she's like, dad, like she like because she like called him. So he come down to see where her dad was. She's like, dad. And she's like, oh, okay, I guess I was hearing things. And she goes back up, and then at that point he's like convinced, like, yeah, we can do this. We need to do this. We can go back in time. And so they confirmed that they could go back in time and bring him back. So now they know how to do it. Now they need to know when and where to go. And so they kind of start, devising a plan. And, they start talking about where the Infinity Stones are. They're like, we all pretty much had an encounter with the Infinity Stones. And so they're, to go by each Infinity Stones to then talk about a reality stone and then drunk Thor. I mean, that part was, I guess, kind of funny, but the joke was, like I said, it ran down a little too long. They could have, and it was like, he's like, oh, here, this is the reality stone. It's really more, not really a stone, really more, like a live, like, sludge thing. And then, my grandfather, or whatever, had to hide it from the dark elf. Ooh, and then like it was just like, okay, let's speed this joke up. And then like I remember before that, they were like, all right, Thor, what do you know about a reality stone? And cuts him, and he's wearing like sunglasses, and he's like sleeping. He's like, is he sleeping? And he's like, no, I think he's dead. That joke was pretty funny. There were definitely funny jokes with his bit, but I just wish that they changed. Like they could have like at least like not make him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it could have worked. Like hey, like it's like like 5-6 months later, he lost some weight and he's not a drunk anymore. Even though that's not really how being alcoholic works. You don't just stop being drunk. They could have still had him like maybe drunk, but like not fat at least. Like I just didn't like that. But yeah, so like they talking about all the stones, time stone, reality stone, space stone, Vormir, Morag, that's where the power stone and the soul stone are. And then they realize that there's 3 stones in one place. If we go to the right place, there's 3 stones. And bada bing, bada boom, here in New York. Spider-Man, where Spider-Man is. Woo! Woo! So the 3 stones that were here in New York in 2012 were the Space Stone, the Mind Stone, and the Time Stone. So they're like, if we go back to 2012, all 3 are going to be here. You can just get that. And so, they're like, alright, you fucking ass. So they're like, alright, so that's going to be, one team's going to get those stones. They're like, the next team, Thor and, okay, can you fuck off? Alright, Thor and Rocket's gonna get the reality stone because Thor knows the most about it. Out of all of them. So, him and Rocket go.
Always nice to stop a mugging. Gotta stay strong in the fundamentals.
Goes for the reality stone, and then Nebula, Rhodey, Natasha, and Clint, Hawkeye, goes for the Soul Stone and Power Stone. Rhodey and Nebula go for the Power Stone, and Natasha and Clint go for the Soul Stone. Tony, Captain America, Bruce, and Ant-Man go for the time, space, and
Attention local units. A break-in is reportedly in progress.
They're like, bam,
Nearby
we got teams, we got a mission. Everybody knows what we gotta do.
Looks like we've got some doorbusters. And it's not even Black Friday.
So,
wow, you all forgot your keys?
Then it's that scene. Okay. You guys really fucking good. Why you gotta be criminal? Why not be something helpful to the community? You're making this place worse. You're bringing this place down! I'll stop all of you!
They just got more in. Open fire!
Okay, you got you. That. Yeah, that's what you fucking do. That's what you fall down.
Pro tip: if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Yep. So they stood up, and then they go back in time. Let me go back to my notes. So they go to time, back to time. So now it goes to New York, 2012. It's pretty much the end of the Avengers when they're fighting Thanos' army. So it's Cap, like I said, Cap, Tony, Bruce, and Scott, and they're going for the Time Stone, the Mind Stone, and the Space Stone. So it does the scene where they do it the Avengers where it circles around, the camera circles around them, they're all standing in a circle, and they that epic scene from Avengers 1, and then it cuts jumping to that time, and then I really wish they just didn't have this scene, because they're in this alleyway, and then they see the Hulk from 2012, the regular Hulk, like, and then, I don't even know why they made him do this, but they're like, hey, you probably should smash some stuff too, and then he's like, oh, okay, and he rips his shirt off, and then he's like, he like smashes the car, like not like even like trying. He's like, oh yeah, smash, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, picks up a motorcycle, throws it, like, yeah, oh yeah. It's like, they really didn't need to add that. Like there was no reason to do that either. Like they could, and I was like, this is horrible. This is horrible. Just please, it's still going. Like I just didn't like it. But so, they're devising the plan to get the Mind Stone. They're like, Bruce, you go get the Time Stone. Me, Ant-Man, and Cap, we're gonna get the Tesseract and the Mind Stone, which are both at Avengers Towers at the end of the movie. And so they wait for, their past selves to finish up, capturing Loki. And Tony sneaking around in his tower, which is Stark Tower at the time, I think, if I remember, Stark Tower. So he's sneaking around, the Hydra agents, well, Shield agents, who are Hydra, but they didn't know at that time. They come up, they take the Tesseract, they take the Mind Stone, which is in Loki's scepter. So they take that, and there was one joke. Where because Ant-Man's tiny now, because they had a little game plan to flick him into the case where they put the Tesseract. So there was a joke where he was, Tony was like, that suit did nothing for your ass, Cap, Steve Rogers, Captain America. That suit did nothing for your ass. And then he was like, stop looking at my ass. And then Ant-Man's like, no, that's a great ass. That's America's ass. And that was a really funny joke. And then they're like, all right, time, you're up. And then he clicks him, and then he climbs on to one of the Hydra agents. And then this part, I guess it's like after. This is like after
We reserve the right to refuse service and knock out any criminals.
Like they're going down.
Says so right on the sign.
Like Hulk was about to go into the elevator. He's like, whoa. He's like, whoa. The capacity for this elevator is at its max. Take the stairs. And then the Hulk gets mad because the Hulk gets mad. He's like, I hate the stairs. Stupid stairs. Hate the stairs. Take the stairs. Hate the stairs. I thought it was really funny. Like, I like that Hulk. Like, I like Professor Hulk is cool. But, like how does the regular Hulk outshine the current Hulk? Like how that's gonna work? Like, if the past Hulk is better than the current Hulk, that's a problem. But let me start complaining about Hulk.
Hope crime would decline post-Fisk.
I'm really because like he's my favorite character, and they made him bad in this movie. I'm sorry, but he was so much better in the other movies. Like why? But yeah, where am I? Okay, this game is so fucking awesome. But yeah, so then you know, they're like, all right, the shield agents going down to Cap Europe, intercept the Mind Stone. So they had to I think they had the his chef
1034, assault reported, approach with caution.
Loki's
Mobilize on Garmy Park. Over.
They had a scepter, and so Tony gets in, and I guess this scene was in Captain the Winter Soldier, maybe.
Is this the mosh pit?
And
Great.
like it was sort of like a callback to when the elevator scene. I think Winter Soldier, Captain America one. I don't know. I think it was Winter Soldier though. But it was a callback to that, and like he was like, you know, hey, you know, they just called and told me I need to get the Mind Stone, and then he was like, wait, no.
I realize the irony in me
like,
saying this.
And then he was like,
I hope
hey,
you've learned not to hit
you
people.
don't know. Well, you probably should. I already know because you watched the movie, and so you probably know. For those who don't know, Hydra is, you know, like I said, the Hydra, Nazi, basically the Nazis, and you know they infiltrated Shield. So he was like, "Hail Hydra!" He looks at him like, "What the fuck?" And then he takes the scepter and he walks out. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, and then so after that, you know, it cuts down to the scene down in the lobby. To a scene down in the lobby, and you know, I don't know who they were again. I forgot. Maybe more Shield agents, actual Shield agents. You know, give us Loki. He needs to, you know, be punished or whatever. And he was like, no. Thor's like, no. We will be punished by Odin himself. And then they were arguing, and then he was like, all right. So they needed a way to cause a
Man, Fisk goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour.
Ant-Man went really small and went to Tony's arc reactor and made like cause like a electrical shock to Tony, so it caused a tragedy for the Tesseract.
Great news.
But
you'll see all your friends again in jail.
The Tesseract, and he was about to go up the staircase. Hulk comes out and smacks, and the door flings open and smacks Tony and flings him in the air. And also the suitcase, with the briefcase with it goes flying. And there was also one scene where Hulk is in the staircase. He was like, "So many stairs!" To be honest, that was probably what like top jokes. There's that joke. We got beer. What kind? And one test run and the sandwich one. Those were my favorite jokes in the movie. But yeah.
Attention units, an armed robbery was just reported.
Fuck your arm.
Report came in from Lenox Hill.
They can get it robbed. I'm gonna go back up here and chill for a little while. No. Okay. Yep. I wonder if this is like supposed to be like the same like Peter Parker, same one that was in Infinity War. I don't know. But pop back up here. I feel the Manhattan Park. It's a lot bigger in real life, but it's still pretty cool. But yeah, so
Witness reports a mugging is in progress. Location is Museum Mile. Over.
Can you fucking shut up? Alright. So yeah. So they basically fuck up because Loki, the briefcase flings open, the Tesseract flies, and it flies back to Loki. Well, like goes thrown in the air, and lands in front of Loki. Loki looks down, you know, grabs it, and then teleports out with it. My problem with this scene is how the fuck did nobody see the briefcase skid across the floor, cause like it's a metal briefcase, so it's gonna make a lot of noise going across the floor. It's not gonna go across the floor like like super silent. It's gonna make a loud ass noise, like it's gonna make a loud noise, like or well, not like that, but like it's gonna you're gonna notice it, even in a crowded like place, I guess. You're gonna fucking notice it. So like the fact that nobody looks down, and even when it gets flung back, nobody notices. Nobody notices. You telling me trained professionals, like SWAT members, are not gonna notice giant metal briefcase, not giant, but like a metal briefcase skid across the floor and then skid back? Like they're not gonna and the only person who notices it is Loki? I mean, I know he's like supposed to be a god and maybe he has like super hearing, but like, no, there's no way they're like completely oblivious and not like, just like, yep, yep, we got him. Like that was like, I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah, that one made me like, what? You could have, made that better. But yeah, so basically they fucked up. They fucked up. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta do shit. I'll bring you guys. I gotta do shit. Text it to you. I had to do something real quick for my mother. Try to text her something. But back to this. Now, I was really trying to ignore it, but she kept texting me, so I okay, fine. And let me close this door. I wash my hand because this door is hella dusty. And I try to be sneezing and sniffling. Take you guys with me. I don't know if y'all can hear. It might be breaking up because I'm getting further away from the PlayStation, so it might be breaking up. So you might not be able to hear me. But this running water, I'm washing my hands. Gotta pee too. Might take a break. Might actually make a part 3. Because I already have a part 2. I got part 1, part 2. Wasn't expecting one. Wanted to make this one all long, but I didn't feel like making. I didn't feel. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. But I didn't feel like making another deleting the other video, and then re-talking because that was 30 minutes, and then I had to talk for 30 more minutes. So I might just make a part 2 because I'm kind of getting tired. Let's see how long we've been talking. An hour. And I'm not even halfway through. Fuck. Well, I might be halfway through. Kind of halfway through. Alright, we're at the halfway point, so maybe like 2 more episodes. So I'm going to end it right here. I'll probably, leave you off on like a cliffhanger. on leave you on suspense. You know, suspense. You know, is always good. You know, so I hit y'all with maybe part two tomorrow. Gave y'all two parts today. Hit y'all with part two tomorrow. So I love you guys. See y'all tomorrow. And if y'all want to see, maybe Amazing Spider-Man, put that down in the comments. So see ya.